And then I look at a lot of the symbols with the gang, as far as disciples and the people. And a lot of them comes from the Mason doctrine. And it really gets me. Some of the laws is in the Masons rule book. So it's good enough to say that BGD was started by Freemasons. Now the meeting was on 64th in Halsted. Now, for you to know the area, you like, yo, that's Kennedy King College. Now I'm finna blow your fucking mind with some real history. Now, this coming out of Gordon's mouth. So Gordon tells me, you know what Kennedy King at, right? And I said, yeah, I know what Kennedy King at. So he said, it's a field across the street. I know the field. And it's a building right there. And in that building is where we had our first meeting. So I'm like, where? No, that's cool. What's special about the building? He showed me his ring. So I didn't pay no attention. I just looked at the ring like, get that thing out of my face, nigga. I want to see that shit. So I dipped. Now I went to go check the building out because I used to go to school at Kennedy King because I was going to take a GD course, but I got sidetracked, you should say. And it was a Masonic temple. The building, like, it haven't been touched in 20 years. Like, it's so old. I went back and talked to him, like, yo, I went to it, and I think it's a Masonic temple. Then he showed me the ring again. He said, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it still is. Now, he's a Mason. Okay? Now, he tells me the rest of the story. So, we had a meeting here, and I'm like, hold on. So, how did the Black Gangster Disciples get to rent the building for the night? Like, who rents a building to different gangs? Now you gotta remember, David was, his name hold weight. You know what I'm saying? He was the king of all kings. You understand? Larry Hoover, the chairman of the board. Yeah, I'm familiar. I know you're familiar with the power Larry Hoover holds to today. So I end up asking him, was King David and Larry Hoover Masons at that age? And he gave me a smirk. He gave me the craziest look. He like a giggle, you know what I'm saying? And he never answered. That was the end of the conversation. That's all he told me.
So, let's look at the bigger crime families. Well, this is where it gets deep. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to touch this, but what are most of the bigger crime families? What are most of the Sicilian crime families? What are most of the Hispanic or the Mexican mafia crime families? What are most of the Italian crime families? They're all Roman Catholic. And if you've done any kind of real investigation into this, you can't turn a blind eye to the Vatican. You know that the Vatican has a huge role in the Illuminati. For God's sake, they invented the fucking Illuminati. Adam Weishaupt was a Jesuit priest. He's the one that pulled all of the families together in Europe and created the idea of the Illuminati. So basically, that's how I think it happened. The Roman Catholic Church, working through the crime families, working through the street gangs, they flooded the streets with guns, they flooded the streets with drugs through the CIA and through other organizations to create problems, you know what I'm saying, to create chaos.